Donald, I want you to do 3 things. First, I want you to insult your wife Melania. Praise your daughter Ivanka like you did in front of me. Then I want you to take this football, which you in America call soccer ball, and throw it at your wife. Maybe even break her nose. Do it now. Second, I want you to tell the world here in Helsinki that you believe me and everything I said about election meddling. That you do not believe your own FBI, CIA, or DOJ, Department of Justice. You trust me, not them. Say it. Third, I want you to praise me and talk about the only way to save NATO and ensure its stability is to invite me and Russia back into the G7, so we will be one big happy G8 family once again. Oh yeah, I want you to say that pledge that we talked about in our secret meeting when we kicked our translators out of room to discuss our personal financial business. Again, you must say pledge, or personal financial business will make New York Times headlines.
First things first, Melania, you're getting a little fat, and I noticed a wrinkle this morning. I got an image to keep up. Can't be hanging around with a wrinkled old raisin woman. Wrinkled lady like a raisin. I need to protect my image. I'm gonna have to put you in a cage next time I go out, so you don't get loose and embarrass me. I like my women young, like my daughter Ivanka. She's 6 feet tall, got great legs, and a killer body. In fact, if I weren't her dad, I'd probably marry her. She's hot. Second, I don't want the press asking any more questions about Russia meddling or cheating in the 2016 elections. That shit's gotta stop. That's 2 no's. All I can do is ask the questions. Asking him again would be very rude. However, I did it anyway. And his answer was a very powerful, no, I did not meddle in the elections. So who are you gonna believe? Us or them? I think we should believe them. He's got no, why would he lie? Or am I supposed to say, why wouldn't he lie? Either way, I'll correct it in the fallout the next media day, whatever that is. I don't even know what I'm saying. If you can't believe your old Cold War enemies, who can you believe? And if you can't believe your new best friend, well, what's the point in having a new best friend? Makes no sense. Anyway, does President Vladimir Putin of Russia look like the kind of man who would disrespect, harm, or do anything to denigrate the United States of America in any way? Look at him. He looks like an innocent little baby. Trust me. Just look at him. So anyway, you got the CIA, the FBI, the DOJ, Department of Justice, I believe that is. And you got Russia's President Putin, former KGB agent. Who would have believed that the only one of those guys you can trust is President Vladimir Putin, the former KGB agent of Russia? Who would have guessed? Huh? That it'd be Putin, the guy you could be trusting. 'Cause that's who I trust. And I'm the commander-in-chief, the CIC, who believes the former KGB, rather than the CIA, FBI, and DOJ. Try decoding that one. President Putin is an honorable, respectful, and kind man. I trust him. Anyway, you got some really bad hombres at the CIA, FBI, and CIA, DOJ thing. But Putin, no, he's a man of his word. I mean, look at him. Kind, gentle folk that he is. That's why I've taken all responsibility and authority for the investigation from the CIA, the FBI, and the DOJ, and handed it to President Vladimir Putin and the FSB. That's the new KGB of Russia. They're going to look into this in a detailed fashion and come out with an objective answer as to whether or not Russia didn't meddle in the 2016 elections. President Vladimir Putin is going to thoroughly investigate it and take charge of the investigation himself into the 2016 election meddling alleged by Russia. Putin has already guaranteed me that he will find absolutely no evidence of Russian tampering in the 2016 election. None whatsoever guaranteed. In advance. It's going to be great. Wonderful. Trust me. In fact, Russia is so critical to America becoming great again that I've decided to invite them back into the G7 unconditionally and make it the G8 once again. Anyway, I don't get it. Apparently he did something wrong, and that's why I went from the G8 to the G7. But Russia should be back in the G7, now the G8. And as of today, my invitation, it will be now the G8, not the G7, as it was for a couple of months when Russia was kicked out for some reason. But they're back in at my invitation, and since I'm the leader of the free world, I get to do stuff like that. I'm also making a huge announcement today that will repair the irreparable damage done to NATO by the Obama administration. I'll make that announcement in about, another sentence or two. Just wanted to have a cool introduction so CNN would have time to get me live on camera here. So today, to ensure peace throughout Europe, I decided to invite Russia to become part of NATO to ensure further peace, continued peace throughout Europe into the 21st century. This is a move that will make the world a safer place to live. Under the direction of me and Vladimir Putin. Well, I believe that's everything, isn't it? Oh yeah, the pledge. As always, I'd like to close with saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I, President Donald J. Trump, President of America, pledge allegiance to President Vladimir Putin of Russia, indivisible, with liberty for no one but financial backing for me. Amen. Under God.